Hey everybody, Jeremy Redmond here, founder of Taskmagic with Kyle.
How's it going?
Hey, so we're going to go over this with this series. This video, part of a series, is going to be how to create a new automation, both from scratch and when you already have existing automations. So, Kyle, at the beginning, what happens when you first sign up for a new account, right? When you first sign up for a new freemium, which we don't offer right now, but if we have freemium or you pay for an account, what happens? What's the first thing that happens?
You are taken through one of the guided tutorials.
Cool. So no, you are given a screen to download the okay.
Oh, I thought we were talking about when they're building the automation.
Okay.
First build they do.
So the very first thing you do is you will see a screen that looks somewhat like this inside the web and will ask you to download the app. Once you've done that, you'll get a desktop app that looks like this, both on Windows and Mac. Now, this is just for the people coming in at the very beginning. You are then given to watch, you are shown a video to watch called Getting Started. That kind of shows you how it works when you're recording a web browser automation or a web-based automation, which we will go into here in a minute. And it shows you a cookies video on how to save sessions, things like that. There are a couple quick things that you have to watch. Those are the two most important videos. Then you're shown tutorials and guides, and we will go over that right now. So, also you are made a default workspace. So we touched on that in a video ago. But once you've done that, you'll have your workspace. You'll have your default workspace that you're working in, and you'll be asked for a guide. So, two ways. Once you've already had your account in and you've gone through the two videos and you're onboarding, as we call it. Once you've gone through that, and the home page here, if you go home, here it is. In the upper right-hand corner, the green button that says New Automation. You click that, and there are currently 3 ways to automate right now, and there will be a 4th one with desktop apps really soon, right, Kyle?
Correct.
So look out for the video on how to control and automate desktop apps to use iMessage, Slack, whatever, but you can also use Slack and a couple of other apps that are desktop on the web-based platform. So 3 ways to currently automate: guided templates, web, so anything on the web, and apps. So apps, this is very similar to Zapier, Make, Pabbly. It's just APIs, right, that go back and forth. Web is anything you get to or log into on the web in a web browser as you're webbing around, right? www. Anything you type to on a web browser, that is the web automation. So it essentially mimics your clicks, types, your copy pasting, things like that. And then guided templates are pre-built guides that we make for you, and we'll start with that. So guided templates. So in the guided templates, we have a bunch of getting started templates. Start here, how to copy paste something, moving data from one place to another. This is the place you probably should start. Go through all of these videos and test these, because what will happen, and we'll show you here, if you go to a simple one that's like, okay, start here. Okay. Now, this shows you exactly what it is. This flow will take you through the process of leaving a comment on a YouTube. Here you see the getting started video. In that getting started video, it kind of highlights what I'm going to show you right here. So we hit go. Now, in practice, this would normally be the cookies video that you'll see here. That cookies video is the video that you see this secondly in the onboarding flow. So boom, cookies video. Now you will watch this if you haven't seen it before or you need a refresher, and you say, yes, I am. We know you need cookies here because in this flow, it's YouTube. Okay. So yes, I am. Now add cookies to your automation because you are logging in to something. You're logging into Google or YouTube to use this automation. How to get your cookies. Okay. Download this Chrome extension in your normal Chrome browser. This will open that link. Click on this to edit this cookie. Click on the icon. Now, log into the site you want to grab cookies from. Whatever site you just logged into or you are logged into on the normal Chrome browser, you will then click this cookie icon and then this button, right? Boom. Then you're done. You just grab that and then you paste it here. Okay. So you can go into that and go to these things. That is how to do a guided a guided tutorial. And you can look at the getting started guide or the getting started or some of these guide videos to go over what these guides actually do. But I don't want to make these too busy here. So another way to make a new automation. What is it, Kyle?
The web recording.
Okay.
Web
No.
automation. Are we
On
not
the
doing web
left hand
automation?
side, on the left hand pane, he's not paying attention. On the left hand pane here, on this left side view, also, which you can open and close. How cool is that? So it cleans it up. All right. Under each workspace, you will see add new automation. Okay. That if you add new automation under Kyle test space, that automation will be attributed to that piece there, right? That workspace. Now, again, 3 ways to automate guided templates, which we just showed you, web, go through a step by step process to record your automation in the web. Okay. You can add that to the description. And apps, which is just like Zapier, Pabbly, Make, these types of things, where it's API based. We have a video on what is the difference between API based and web based, and you can check that out on our YouTube or search this in the articles. But apps is just exactly like you would imagine Zapier. It's you start with this app, they give you 3 things you can do because it passes data through, and then you connect it like that's your trigger, and then you connect another app that it does something in that second app. Okay. If you're not familiar with either of those platforms, just try it out, and then we'll make a video explaining each one in depth. But definitely check out that video comparing the two. So in web, okay, you essentially see these videos here, right? And then this is tips for handling login. Here we give you the option, no, not on this one, because we don't know what you're logging into or what you're not logging into. So if you say no, not on this one, again, I'm not going to go through exactly all of these things. I'm just highlighting these. There will be individual videos on how to do them each. And then apps, kind of the same thing, except when you launch apps, it doesn't ask for cookies because it's not web based. It's actually API based. So you come here and then you go new flow, right? Because you'll see apps.taskmagic.com because it opens it in the web, and then you can start from scratch. And again, it's very select your trigger, Airtable. What is your trigger? See, you only have 2 versions or 2 options with selecting trigger, new record and new or updated record. This thing happened, then it's triggered in Airtable, and then you can select another app to make an action within that flow. So that's apps, web is normally everything else that we do. And then guided templates, you'll see you start here. You'll see different categories like scraping, content generation, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, messaging. And we'll be adding more and more each day. So that is an overview on how to add a new automation. Kyle, is there anything to add from your point?
No, I think you covered browser and apps. Makes sense.
Okay. So cool. So again, when you go back to home and you go to your workspaces, you'll see your automation name. Okay. Here you have some quick options, and we'll make a video on how to handle all the settings and options inside an automation. But right now, this is just making an automation. But you'll have tags you can add. You can lock your automations. You can move this specific automation to a new workspace, duplicate and delete. We'll make videos specifically on each one of those buttons and how they can help you in your flows. Kyle, is there anything else to add?
You covered it.
Okay. So also, if you want a quick glance at your apps builder, where it's just API based, on the left hand side you have Open Apps Builder. Boom, opening. That took you directly to just your API based apps in there. So just as a little, see, because it matches this one. So boom, that's a little quick reference to that. We can, if you let us know any questions, comments, we can add to this and then go from there. Anything else to add, Kyle?
That's it.
Okay, that is how you get started with making a new automation.